It's the Lexus Sports Extra with Josh Moser, Mike DiPasquale, Donovan Campbell, and Drew Rosenhaus.
Hi, everybody. Welcome inside our Channel 7 studios. This is Lexus Sports Extra, and I'm Josh Moser. Right now, Miami and all of South Florida is all about the U. Canes football team coming off a dominant win over Florida, announcing to the college football world that they are legitimate national championship contenders a month into the season. The Hurricanes vaulting up to number 2 in the nation in the AP poll. This is Miami's highest ranking since 2017. And there you see Florida State at number 8. A top 10 showdown looming in Tallahassee just 2 weeks away on October 4th. The defense dominant in the rivalry win over the Gators. DJ Lagway rarely had a clean pocket, let alone a pocket at all. Defensive front led by end Ruben Bain, the junior looking like a surefire first-round NFL draft pick to start the season.
We don't treat the bye week like it's just a week off. It's really just a work week for us to regather ourselves, see what we do good at, see what we do bad at, and come in with the mindset to have the one-and-no mentality. I mean, no matter who we playing, we want to have a one-and-no mentality, just the next person up. And no matter who's on the schedule, where we playing at, it could be a grocery parking lot, we still going to get the job done.
Really the difference in the Gator win, the play up front by the Canes offensive line. Head coach Mario Cristobal caught on camera saying, "Pound, pound." Remember, he's a former O-liner himself. Mike DiPasquale taking an in-depth look at Carson Beck's protectors against Florida.
He did it at North Dakota State. More than 1,000 yards, a national title. And now, CharMar Marty Brown, the former Bison running back, is closing games in Coral Gables for the Canes. 4 games in, 206 yards, 4 touchdowns. 2 of them against Florida, including the dagger late in the 4th.
No mystery, pure power, he made it look easy.
Yeah, it felt great. You know, we came out slow second half and, try to get something going, and to finally get something going on that last drive there, that touchdown, it meant a lot, and it boosted us, throughout the rest of the fourth quarter.
But it wasn't just on the ground. Check this out, a behind-the-back snag that shifted the momentum of the game.
Yeah, that was a big moment in the game. We kind of were a little bit stagnant, so dumped it off to him. He made a great catch, and then that kind of catapulted us there at the end.
To be a back in the NFL, you got to do both, so that's really something I worked on during the offseason, and it's showing up.
The head man, Super Mario, says it starts with toughness from the whole backfield.
Extremely physical. They've been extremely diligent about their craft. They do a great job getting their pads down and getting the muddy yard. I thought they did a good job of, getting some, 10, 12, 14-yard gains that helped us create, that second half separation there towards the end.
From Fargo to the 305, Marty Brown isn't just making plays, he's becoming the finisher in a run game that's powering Miami to a strong start.
This bye week, we just got to keep our heads down, not getting the outside noise to us and poisoning us. We just got to keep playing our physical brand of football, Hurricane football.
A big plus for the Canes offense is that big old offensive line. They average nearly 330 pounds across the board. They are a veteran group with 4 starters back from last year's team. Mike DiPasquale for the Lexus Sports Extra.
Thanks, Mike. The Canes D-line giving DJ Lagway fits. The Gators signal caller had very little time to operate. Chris Fowler even saying Lagway was running for his life on the broadcast. Florida's offense all but shut out in the loss.
It's been hard though, but let me tell y'all something. We're gonna get things changed for sure. I guarantee that. I can guarantee that this is not acceptable at all. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all and make this seem like this is okay. This isn't okay. We got to play better football, and it starts with me.
There are fans out there saying they think the Canes can beat the Dolphins. Hold on a second, everybody. Those are 2 completely different levels. Hopefully, however, some of that Cane-winning mojo can rub off on this Fins team. Miami in it Thursday night in Buffalo, a place they haven't won in 8 years. Tua was 1-7 against the Bills coming in. Touchdown to Tyreek tied the game at 21 until mistakes kicked in. Mike McDaniel still liking the fight of his team.
This young team has shown the ability to persevere and press forward and respond to urgency, and there's got to be an urgent approach at our game and how to get better, from the 3 opportunities we've had, so that we can really start progressing into the win column here fast and furious.
Extra points.
For more on the NFL and the Dolphins, we bring in our insider. He's Drew Rosenhaus. Drew, so many people thought the Fins would get blown out in Buffalo. Instead, they made it a game. And talking to your clients, are they more excited about that they were in this, or it doesn't matter because they're over?
Well, I think they definitely feel better, Josh, because they know they played well and they were very competitive against, perhaps the best team in the league at Buffalo. And, credit to the Dolphins. They played a good game in all phases. They certainly were in this football game until the end. And it was a game that they could have won. And they're very much looking forward to Monday Night Football and getting back on track. It's two teams that have yet to win a game yet, with the Dolphins and the Jets. They're bitter rivals, and they're really looking forward to that game.
You represent the team star Tyreek Hill. The game showed Tua missing him or unable to find him really on multiple scenarios. Where's his head at after this rough start?
Well, I think he's, shown a lot of leadership. He's had nothing but positive things to say about the team and the fight in the team and the competitiveness and the direction that they're headed. And that's been consistent with our conversations. He believes in this football team. He believes in this coaching staff, and he's going to keep competing and fighting and making plays, and hopefully you turn things around.
It looks like your client, Darren Waller, is finally going to play for the first time in a Dolphins uniform. Mike McDaniel telling us that on Friday. We know it was a hip injury. Now that it's behind him, Drew, what actually was he dealing with?
Well, he was dealing with a hip injury, and he had a setback in his recovery, and just really had to step back with it, sort of re-injured it. And he's feeling much better now, and he's going to give the team a lift. Getting Darren Waller back in the lineup is a big deal, and definitely something that I know this team is looking forward to. The tight end really hasn't been a big part of the offense, when last year it was a huge part. So I think that'll be great for Tua, great for the offense, and will really give them another threat to go along with the run game and Tyreek and Waddle and Malik Washington.
Was it more labrum in the hip, or what actually was it?
Well, Josh, I really don't get into specifics during the season out of respect to the team and the player. Fortunately, he's feeling better, but it's the kind of thing that it popped up on him, and he wasn't able to go for the first 3 games, unfortunately.
A lot of excitement for him, and a lot of excitement right now for your alma mater, Miami. You travel to all of the top collegiate programs across the country recruiting players. In the talent level in your eyes, where does Miami stack up against those other top programs?
Well, I think right now Miami's got the talent to match up with anybody. They're strong at every position. They've got an excellent quarterback, talent at the skill positions. They've got a big time, offensive line, but maybe, incredible defensive line, great pass rushers with Bain and Messidor. They're playing well in the secondary. They're, solid everywhere. So, this team is competitive, and they're in the top, they're really in the top couple teams in the nation right now. And this is the best Miami's played in decades. So, the team is back, and they're going to be contenders for a national championship.
I know everyone watching loves to hear that, Drew. We appreciate you making the time, especially on the road. And we'll see you next Sunday. Set up that Jets game.
Absolutely, Josh. Great catching up with you. See you next week.
Today, multiple players with strong ties to South Florida balling out around the league. And without further ado, this is our Week 3 edition of Lexus SoFlo Pros.
Time now for Lexus SoFlo Pros.
We start Minneapolis, Vikings, Bengals. Josh Medalist jumping the route from Minnie. The Flanagan High Star hanging on to this ball. Vikings big winners, 48-10. That score was surprising, and so was this one. Panthers hosting the Falcons. Mike Penix Jr. back to pass, and he's picked off by former Cane Mike Jackson. Huge day in Charlotte. Carolina earning their first win of the season, 30-0. The SoFlo DBs love talking on the mic post-game.
I was saying, the day out here giving gifts, I got to give me one. So I I'm just happy to be one of the guys who came out with one today because it was definitely one of those days for these defenses.
They just tried me on the out route. I jumped it and ran. I was tired. I was exhausted. That's what I was. Because I would have scored, we'd have to go back out there. So it was already going up tempo. So like, I'm cool with not scoring. Like, you feel me? Like, let the offense go score. We drink Gatorade.
You gotta hydrate. Too funny. Let's go to Tampa Bucks Jets. It's like Levante David doesn't age. The former Miami Northwestern star coming up with the sack. Bucks improved to 3-0 winners 29-27. The nation's capital, Geno Smith leading the Raiders against Marcus Mariota and the Commanders. Or Miramar Star getting it all here. Almost 300 yards passing and 3 tutties. However, the Raiders fall 41-24. Finally to the Bay Area, 49ers Cardinals, Eddie Pinheiro winning it for SF. The Miami Sunset standout putting the game winner through the uprights. San Fran surviving 16-15. The Panthers are back getting set for the new season. The back-to-back champs look to advance to their 4th consecutive Stanley Cup final. Preseason play already underway. Cats in Nashville visiting the Predators. Preseason, a split squad doubleheader. This is the second game. Preds putting the Corvettes on the ice. Brett Chorski unbothered, the goal opening the scoring. Second period at Nashville power play, and he is a first-team all-name squatter. Flip Forsberg falling down on the one-timer. I just wanted to say, Flip Forsberg. Preds win both games. That don't count. Remember, Matthew Tkachuk expected to be out until at least December, recovering from surgery. However, this group not shy about dynasty talk. For more on a potential three-peat ahead of the season, here's Mike DiPasquale.
The Panthers will soon begin their quest for a 3rd straight Stanley Cup. The last team to do that, the New York Islanders, in the early 80s.
I don't think there's any reason to shy away from it. That's our goal, and we're going to fight for that goal every day. And I think it's better to talk about it than be anxious and, hiding it. That's what we want to do, so we're going to go get it.
The Panthers return without any major changes. Their core group of players are locked into multi-year contracts. That includes forward Sam Bennett, the Conn Smythe Trophy winner, as the most valuable player of the playoffs last season.
Competing with all the guys again. A lot of familiar faces this year, which is obviously nice. And yeah, it's awesome to be back here again.
Forward Brad Marchand did not expect to stay with the Cats. The 37-year-old forward had 10 goals and 10 assists in last season's playoff run. Marchand got a long-term deal that keeps him with Florida until he's 43.
I mean, it's a gift to play in this league. It's a privilege. It's not a given. When it's done, it's done. You never get to do it again. So, I want to play till I get kicked out of the league, and it's hard to walk away from this. It's all I've ever known and all I've ever wanted to do. And very honored and proud and thankful that Viola's and Billy gave me that opportunity.
Alexander Barkov enters his 13th season with the Panthers, his 7th as the Cats captain.
We're not going to win it today. We have to work for it every single day from now on until there's a chance to win it. So that's our mindset. Like, we just come in every single day, we put in the work and towards that goal.
Head coach Maurice says this will not be an easier training camp, but he did change things up. Veteran players who went through multiple Cup Finals runs all did off-ice training. They'll all be back on the ice this Thursday. Mike DiPasquale for the Lexus Sports Extra.
Thanks, Mike. Panthers opening night Tuesday, October 7th. Circle those calendars. The Cats will raise their 2nd consecutive championship banner ahead of hosting the Chicago Blackhawks. I will see you there, and we will see you on the other side. When we return, you show you the extra special individual performances of Week 3. Plus DJ Irie joining the show. We're talking sports, music, and entertainment in the Magic City on the other side of the break.